Good morning, you guys. It is Christmas Day, morning, whatever you want to call it. And I want to take you guys through pretty much what I'm doing today. I'm definitely going to do a leg day. The best part about training at a private gym, but also using our apartment gym, is that we don't have to rely on the gym being open because we can just swipe our card and go in, which is like, I feel so grateful because I feel like I've seen so many girls send me Snapchats and I've seen it on stories and whatever, and everyone's like, oh, it's my last gym day, like the gym's not open today and whatever. And like the only thing that I would want is my gym to be open on Christmas because yeah. So I just got off FaceTime with my parents and my grandma. And we don't live in the same place. So Christmas is a little bit different. And it has been since I moved out. I feel like Christmas since I moved out has been, I wouldn't say lonely because I like being alone. But it definitely hasn't been filled with family and that kind of stuff, just because I haven't really made the point to go home around Christmas usually. Sometimes I will, but most of the time not so much. Not that I wouldn't want to, it's just very cold there and it's anyway. So my parents are coming here after Christmas, which I'm very excited about. I'm excited to see them, spend some time with them, and just hang out for a minute. But yeah, anyways, what's up today? So we're gonna go through an entire leg day because that's exactly what I want to do on Christmas. Who doesn't want to get a pump on Christmas? That's just me as a person. And I have got, okay, let me show you. So I sent James out to get coffee this morning. Let me just show you that first, because we don't really have any other option. I mean, we could have had instant coffee, but this is exactly what I wanted. Merry Christmas to me. And then I also got this because I want to make this, how do I even explain it to you? I don't even know if it's going to work out. It's like this lentil stuffed pastry thing, and realistically it should have just been a normal pastry cover thing, but they didn't have any. So I'm gonna thaw that out and hopefully it can make I don't know, I'm gonna make it work, and if it doesn't work then we'll have to figure something else out. But we'll see. I'm not a Christmas baker, cooker, whatever. I've never made Christmas meals and it's not my thing, but I thought it could be fun for me to try, so I was like, I have to do it. And obviously we're vegan, so we have to skip the turkey and there's these tofurkey things, but I feel like I've had them before and they're not very good. But maybe they changed them, I don't know. Anyway, welcome back to a day in the life. Well, I just completely moved around the entire living room to set up for, I'm gonna film a reel. I spent all of last night basically researching what I want to do with the lifted page, and with the Instagram and stuff, I feel like I've been really slacking. And it's only because we just don't really have drops coming up, so there's not much to post about. And I'm like, just because there's no drops, Elise, you still have to post. And so I'm trying to think of okay, what do I want the vibe to be? I'm really getting just perfecting the brand, I guess, as how I want it to be, how I want to portray that, and just yeah, it's so, there's just so much to it. So while I was doing that, James made breakfast. This is tofu, tempeh, lettuce, tomato, avocado. This looks so good. Yeah, I've really been loving, so on top, that's tempeh. I really didn't think I liked it at first. I didn't think I liked tempeh, but if you cook it right and you just, I don't know. I feel like maybe I just like it now. I feel like maybe when I first started cooking it, I didn't cook it like well enough, and then it was just like kind of sour tasting. Whereas if you cook it really well, it's really good. It's also a fermented food, if you guys didn't know that. Fermented foods are like super good for you. Anyway, we're gonna eat this and then I'm gonna film a reel. I also don't really have anywhere to sit. So I'm like sitting at the end of the couch, which is fine, it works. And I have all my outfits for my reel on my bed. You know what's crazy is like, you never see the behind the scenes of what goes into filming. And it's like your house just becomes a mess. You just put everything on the bed, the counter, wherever you need to put it. And then you just make a giant mess of your house and then you have to clean it up after. So that's just how it works. So I filmed my reel. I actually think it's really cute. I posted something like this like a while ago. It was basically just a what's in my gym bag as like a stoner gym rat. Yeah, I like making stuff like that. I just have to edit it and everything, so probably won't be up for a while. We're going to the gym. I have literally the same outfit on, but I just threw a shirt on top of it, lifted shirt. We don't sell these ones, but they're really nice. Like, look at the back. We do have another one like it, but it doesn't have this on the front. But I actually like that. That's cute. Anyway, we're going to the gym now. I don't want to use it. That seems crazy. I'm gonna join the party. Wow. Tastes even more mixed than last time. Like blended. I feel like my face isn't long enough to have this hairstyle. It's more like round vibes. Oh my god. Your sink is so drippy. Shut up. Stop it. You guys, I am taking care of my friend's cat, and I have already asked permission to put her in my vlogs. She's a cute old lady cat. Like, she's so just like, you just want to look at her all day. She's so cute. So we're gonna go, we have to feed her. I almost like didn't realize the time because I went there this morning and spent some time with her because it's Christmas and she can't be alone on Christmas, obviously. So I spent some time with her, hung out, gave her some treats, and now I have to go feed her again. So then we'll go to the gym and then we'll go see her again tonight. She's blind, so she can't see anything, like literally anything. So you have to like, even when you feed her, you have to like tap on the ground so she knows where it is. It's so cute. Anyway, let's go. Okay. Aw, hi baby. Hi. How's it going? Hi. She's like, what is this camera? You're kind of wet. Sorry, so I think the cat peed on the floor. It was like sticky and like not good. So I had to clean that up, and I was just like, I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me do this. But now I'm gonna feed her, honestly. Has these like little fancy bowls for the cat, and how cute. Let's go. She's like, I want the food here. Maybe she doesn't want it. Well, I will leave you here with this. You can eat as much as you want. Do you want it? Aw. Just to give you an update, the cat did eat the food. She was upset at me all weekend though, or the whole time that I was watching her. Every single time, you guys, I went back into the apartment, she peed on something. And I think cats just get very temperamental, and like She was probably just really upset that her mom wasn't there, which, like, I get it. I would throw a fit too. I'd be like, who is this random person in my house? Um, don't worry, we're still friends. But yeah, she definitely just did not like me being there. So let's get into the workout. I started off with some stretching. As usual, especially with glutes, I try to definitely stretch. I then went into box squats. Guys, box squats are really, really good for glutes. So if you're looking to still do squats, like, and you want to do them at the beginning of your workout, and you really want to target your glutes, definitely try out some box squats. I actually vibe with these. I've been doing them a little bit lately, and I feel like I want to do them more just because they're just a really good movement. And that's the thing about squats is there's so many different variations. It's crazy. Like, I think that people forget that there's so many different ones, and like you stick to the main ones and like you stick to the ones that you like. But it's really nice to actually change up your workout and change up like what you're doing. I also feel like I can do quite a bit of weight with these, whereas normal squats, because my quads are like just not there, like they're there, but they're definitely a little bit weak. I vibe with these. I can add the weight. Just make sure you're keeping your back straight and you're not like completely sitting on the box. I almost like put a little bit of my weight on it and pause, and then I'll go back up, if that makes sense. So for this workout, I did 3 sets of everything, and I also did 8 to 10 reps. My parents were here recently. My dad used to be really big into bodybuilding, and one thing that he said was if you're really trying to work on strength, you should do 8 sets of 8 for your main exercise, which sounds insane. However, when you are training constantly and like, consistently, you're training all the time, it's really good to be changing up like your routine and like what you're doing. This is why for most of my challenges, which if you didn't know, we're starting a challenge on the 6th. It's called Stoned and Swole. So for my challenges, this is why I go back and forth from bulking to cutting, even like maintenance, because you have to change up what you're doing every 8 to 12 weeks ish. Your body tends to get used to what you're doing. So, not that you have to completely change everything. Like, you don't have to change, you don't have to change everything. However, what you should be changing is like the goal or the amount of weight that you're using or the amount of reps that you're doing. Like, if you're sticking to 8 to 10 for everything all the time, I mean, it's fine, but you're not going to see progress as fast. Sometimes you have to like shock your body into the change. So sometimes you have to like go down to 6 reps and, go into a bulk and push yourself, eat a little bit more food, that kind of thing. And then sometimes you're like, no, I want to add some cardio and whatever. I'm sorry, I'm really distracted by the fact that you can see my quad. What the fuck? You guys have been actually doing a quad focused leg day, and it's so nice lately. I do like incorporating like some quad movements now, whereas like before I was just like completely glutes all the time. Don't change my workout, but do glutes. So for this, I am doing like a landmine sumo RDL. I know it looks crazy. However, I used to do sumo RDLs all the time. It almost kind of replaced my sumo squats, and it really works like the outer part of your glute. Really good, really bomb movement, and I honestly just wanted to change it up and do like landmine. It also worked with this handle. I didn't think this handle would work in like the position that it's in, but it worked really well instead of just holding on to like the end of the bar, because that was just really uncomfortable. This movement, though, I might just add into my leg day. Honestly, I was kind of just testing it out because I used to do it with a barbell and not landmine. Like, it was just like a regular, like flat on the ground kind of vibe. But this, you guys, was so good. I was actually just really surprised that this was as good as it was. You can also use dumbbells. We have this movement in a lot of like the at-home workouts on the app. I feel like I like changing up the movements a little bit. And rather than working like just your glutes, essentially when you're doing RDLs, this is just really going to be like helping you to push your legs outwards and making sure to like work the outside of your glutes. Then I went into some Bulgarians. I don't know if you guys have noticed. However, like in the last couple vlogs and the last couple leg days, I have been doing Bulgarians like crazy. And as much as they really suck, like some of the girls I used to train would like completely skip them. And then I was like, hey, don't skip your Bulgarians. Like, they're good for you. The thing is, single leg movements when you're growing glutes is really good. Okay. But also, I have a lot of girls, especially on TikTok, come to me say that their one glute feel is bigger than the other, or one glute, like they can feel it more than the other. This is why we like to do single leg movements. I feel like when you're using both legs, it's so easy for one leg to take over. But if you're doing single leg movements, your other one can't really take over. Like it just, I mean, it could, but it really can't. Like, so yeah, also, I've noticed that with Bulgarians, I really like to change where my front foot is. The only reason is if it's really far away, I feel like my quads are working more and my hamstrings. If it's closer, I can like really target my glutes. So that's another thing I really want to just like, you know, tell you guys is you're going to see so many girls on TikTok, on YouTube, on every platform basically. And, you know, they're going to tell you their form setup or how they set their Bulgarians up by sitting on the bench and then putting their leg forward and whatever they're doing. Here's the thing is like, you can follow this for sure. But I think it's important to remember that like all of our bodies are so different. And so if you need to like mess around with where your foot is or where your foot placement is just to be able to feel it in the right spot, please do that. Like, please do that. I used to feel like, oh, I had to have everything perfect right away. But once I started actually moving my foot placement around, even with like kickbacks and stuff, once I started doing that, oh my God, look at that, we're doing kickbacks. So once I started doing that, it was like I was finally able to target what I wanted to target. It's like you follow all these influencers and you follow all these people that are trying to tell you what to do and teach you and blah, blah, blah. But it's like you can't really get to the point that you want to because you're probably watching people that are a different height than you. You're probably watching people that have a different range of motion than you. You're probably watching people that, you know, whatever it is, it's really, really hard to completely follow everyone else. So as much as I do give you guys form tips, I also want you to go and like mess around with your form a little bit and see what feels the best for you and your body. And like, I mean, my legs are pretty bent when I'm doing kickbacks. I'm sure there's some girls that wouldn't do that or that wouldn't have to. This is just the stance that works for me. So definitely like take some of the tips that I give you guys, but also make sure that you're just, you know, moving yourself around a little bit, seeing if you feel it better. Look at, see, I just moved it. Good timing. But yeah, make sure that you're moving stuff around a little bit, you know, make sure that you're just focused on you and not just completely copying everyone else. So kickbacks, I feel like the biggest thing that I can give you guys for kickbacks is to just make sure that the cable is at the right level. I was doing kickbacks without this plate under my foot for a while. And now that I put the plate under my foot, because this cable is a little bit higher than like the other ones that I was using, I can feel it in my glutes again, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so happy. And then just make sure that you're not kicking too high. I think oftentimes you just see people kicking so high and like their back will arch while they're kicking. If you're doing this, just know that you're using more of your back than you are your glute. So if your glutes aren't growing and you don't feel it in your glutes, this is probably why. Also, don't skip your stretching. I feel like I have been so good with stretching. Yeah. I'm really vibing with this outfit. One of the girls messaged me and she was like, I'm not sure if I should wear the beige shorts because they make me look naked. And I was like, girl, literally, same. Same. Sometimes I'll walk into my TikToks and people are like, they'll comment, is she naked? You know what? Let me do my thing, okay? I'll be naked if I want to be naked. Little kitty is greeting me at the door. Hi. Hello. What's going on in here? Just to find out who I am. Say hi. She has eaten most of her food. Hi, honey. Oh, she's gonna run into me. Aw. Should we go chill? Pretty Christmas tree. So she's warming up to me. She's not so scared of me, is she? Hi. I think she just gets lonely, so I try to spend as much time down here as I can. Because you can tell that even when I come in, she's like, hi, where have you been? So I'm trying to just spend some time with her and hang out. I brought my laptop. James is just making some food, and then we'll make dinner together. But for now, we're gonna hang out with this little girl. It's actually nice to get some like animals in your life. It's like so, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just nice to almost chill with them and have them hang out while you do stuff. I don't know. If you guys have any animals, tell me what you have. I have a Australian Shepherd and she's back in Saskatchewan with my parents. But I miss her, and yeah. My parents sent me some Christmas photos of her and they're just like so funny because she's so camera shy that she just doesn't she just kind of, yeah, she won't even look at the camera, and then when she does, she just looks really awkward in photos, whereas like in person when you see her you're like, oh my god, she's so cute, but in photos you're like, you're kind of weird. You know. We have another treat for her, so we're gonna take her to the couch. I think she kind of follows. Look at, she's coming. She knows. I have some treats. There you go. Loves it. Loves it. Okay, I was just chilling with the cat and looking back at my year of Snapchats because it gave me like a 2024 recap, whatever. How do I feel about it? I actually feel kind of sad for myself for this year. And the only reason that, wow, that sounds like so negative and sad, but the only reason that I kind of feel that is I feel like a lot of this year, like almost 6 months out of the year, I was in such a like stressed out negative headspace. I'm out of it now. I actually feel really good about my life and just myself and everything, but I was in such a hole that looking back at even my Snapchats and stuff, like, this is how you know I'm not doing well. If I'm not putting my face on Snapchat or on my social media, that's how you know that I'm not doing well. I feel like I'm looking back and it's like everything is just random stuff that I usually would maybe post about, but like it was like a picture of like ducks while I was walking, and like it was a picture of like a sandwich that I was like, it's like nothing me. And like that sounds so random and selfish and whatever, but at the same time, like I feel like I've always liked to talk to the camera. It's kind of like therapy for me. I've always liked to be open with whoever's watching my content. I've always liked to make content that's like really authentic and really just me, and really like shows sides of myself and the business that I really want to show, you know? And like I looked back at the Snapchats and it was very, very not me. It wasn't myself. Like I literally look back at it and I'm like, who the fuck was Snapchatting for me? Because that wasn't me. Like I feel like half of this year was just a write-off, and I know that a lot of other people are maybe going to feel that way and stuff. That's why I like to be open about these things. But I really feel like now I'm starting a new chapter almost in my life, and just like a new phase of life essentially. I think I went through so much this year that was just very stressful, like financially stressful. I know I don't talk a lot about finances on here, like actually at all. I feel like relationship even a little bit stressful, just mentally, like, and it's just there's and the business, like I feel like there was just a lot of stuff, and even like friendships, like I felt like for a while I just wasn't really, I didn't really have friends, and I didn't really have anyone to like talk to and go to, and I lost one of my friends just from things just weren't working out, and just we were a little bit different, I guess. I don't really know how to explain that one, but yeah, I really felt like it was just a busy, and then I really feel like the community this year like has taken a change. Like the community has been so incredible the whole time. Like this whole last 2 years, I feel like the community was amazing, but I also feel like since I took a little bit of a mental health, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I wasn't involved as much because I had to almost take a step back and be like, okay, like what, I almost had to think of myself first. And when in reality, I really should have been leaning on the community to help me. But I think sometimes you just want to be like alone and doing things yourself, and you can't really ask for help. But it's amazing that like I left. I didn't even leave, but like I just took a step back. And when I come back, the community is still so alive and amazing and supportive, and yeah, Lifted girls are just it. Like I feel like Lifted is just where we can all support each other and stuff, and it's actually really, really amazing what this community has grown to. Like, yeah, anyway, I am not gonna ramble on, but I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're feeling that, or you're feeling like maybe this year wasn't the best for you or whatever, like I'm with you. I see you, because I feel the same way. I'm very, very happy and grateful to be in the space that I am now, where I don't feel so financially stressed. I don't feel like I've dug myself into a hole. I don't feel like even mentally I'm in a bit of a hole. Like I really feel like I've been able to lean on my friends. I've been able to lean on the community and James, and just like feel very myself again, and creative. I feel like I feel creative again, which is very exciting for me. I just feel happy about where I've come to, but I know you guys were here through all of it, and you know that I went through a little bit of stuff this year, and it just wasn't a good time. And yeah, anyway, dinner is made, so I'm going to eat that, and then we're going to work a little bit. I have some stuff to do, so I'll probably come back down here just to hang out with the cat, and then I'll go and cook our Christmas pastry thing, whatever this is going to turn out as. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Guys, this is curry as huge. I'm just gonna eat this and then go back to the cat and edit some stuff. Then we're gonna make the pastry thing and hope that it works out. Yeah. Okay, we just got back with little Miss Ashes. I just have some editing. I want to edit that reel that I did today. So I figured I'd come down here and edit, spend some time with the cat and the Christmas tree. And yeah, just chill. Send Amber some videos of us. I feel like if I left my pet somewhere, I would want someone to send me videos because I'd be like thinking about them the whole time, you know? But anyway. I'm actually just using my laptop as my light right now because it's kind of dark in here. I feel like I have just sunken further into the couch as I've been working. But my phone's about to die, and I just looked at the recipe for what I'm gonna make tonight. And I know it looks so late, like it looks like it should be like midnight. It's only 7:30. So I'm gonna go start making this because it's gonna take like 40 minutes for the lentils to boil and then like also 40 minutes to bake. So by the time I'm done, it's gonna be like 9 o'clock, maybe a little bit later. And I mean, I'm kind of getting hungry now. So I'm like, let's go make this. Me planning out my life. My phone is also at 1%. Oh, I think it died. Totally died. And that just means that I don't have internet. So that means that I cannot edit or anything. But I did make this. I hope you guys can see it. I'm gonna show you. This side is the recipe, but this is what I made. It would be better with music, but silence right now. Anyways, it's just a little what's in my gym bag. Okay, let's go. To try it. I just made James try it first, so he says it's good. It looks so cute though. I think it's the prettiest thing I've ever made. It's not even that pretty. So hearty. I actually feel like it's really good. I'm so surprised. Feels pretty Christmassy vibes. I just spent the last like 45 minutes or an hour looking at samples for Lifted. I feel like I've been ordering like a bunch of samples lately. I feel like I stopped for a minute because we just had so much going on that I really just couldn't, and like, yeah, we just didn't. That's like a whole nother vlog if we want to get into that. So I finally have started ordering again, which to me is really exciting because I feel like having new stuff in Lifted just makes me super excited, and just having like different styles and like, yeah, I feel like just changing things up is always just really nice. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to shower, go to bed, and yeah, I'm going to Chanel's place to bake tomorrow. We're doing like Christmas baking. So I'm excited. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys at the next vlog.